This is StiltzkinKupo84 with Cat and Fam Gamer TV. As promised, in this episode we are going to march east. Going to do some more storyline today, and I've already scouted through the player's guide to get information about the chest, some chest locations in the next couple of areas. And we've actually got really light duty coming up. As far as I can tell. We won't really be doing a whole bunch in the way of zoning for items, and that's mainly because we have visited some key areas like the northern reaches of the Dalmasca Easter Stand. We've gotten the bone helm and the bone armor, so that's really made gathering more heavy armors kind of needless. The Viking coat that we got from the same area has made getting some light armors sort of needless, so there's a lot of equipment upgrades to be found in the next areas, but they just won't be relevant to us because, of course, we've already got something better. So we're getting chocobo greens. Oh, we're not even where I thought we were. Okay. We can actually do this faster by foot, or by chocobo rather than on foot. So let's go ahead, go back to Jahara. Oh, by the way, I have used that free chocobo ride to get to the Arut village, but if you haven't done that yet, this right now is the perfect opportunity for you to do so. We're going to go ahead and pay the 30 gil. It's not that bad of a price. This right here is the main story relevant reason to use that free chocobo ride, because at this point we have to get up here to the Henny Mines. Since we're in this area, figure we'll go ahead and look at these chests again. Got high potion, some probably some other stuff that doesn't mean a whole lot to us right now. Of all the areas that I checked in my pre-game setup here, this area was not one of those. So I must confess, I still don't even know what's in these pots.
Researchers from the Draclaw laboratory. What were they doing here?
Research.
See, I have a viewer. That's cool. Oh, well, I had one for a second there. I always wonder if that's Luminous checking in. Haven't seen Luminous on the show in a little while. At least in a way that they have messaged me. But Luminous is always fun to have on. Okay, let's see. What are we looking at here? Oh, we're looking at that gate switchboard. Okay, so we're definitely going to want to hit that. After we figure out what's going on down here. Yeah, see, there's a closed gate. A gate operation. For immediate distribution and posting, the color of the switchboard phosphor corresponds with gates currently closed. Accordingly, use of the switchboard opens gates of the color presently illuminated. Note your desired route and open such gates as it requires. It follows that one cannot open red and blue gates simultaneously, as gates throughout the line are linked. Do verify your route in advance. Workers' Weekly Wisdom. No accidents, no injuries, no worries. Well, all of that is just fancy speech for saying hit this. When you press it, it turns from blue to red. And that blue gate opens. And the red gate closes behind it. So that was easy enough, right? Alright. I managed to escape. Don't know how, but I did. You must be careful. The mines, they're not safe. How could we have known that there was indigenous wildlife around here? Gee, I don't know. How could you have known? That's like every new frontier that you get to as explorers. That could be true. Now this here, this area has a bunch of flans that drop on you. And this can be exploited for level up if you really need it. I'm getting rid of these guys pretty fast. But if you have an ancient sword and you want to exploit this part here, you can, because what the ancient sword does is it turns things to stone, and it gives you the LP. I think it gives you the XP, but then it doesn't count as a killed enemy. So it removes it, you get the XP, and you still have to kill a certain number of flans before you can get out of the trap. So, we got some Seekers and some Red Maws mixed in here, interspersed. This is quite a trap. The only good thing about it is, you know, we're leveled up so far that we're killing the Seekers pretty quickly, and the Red Maws don't stand much of a chance once those are out of the way. Now there is a rare bat monster that occurs here. I think it might even be a hunt later on, but that thing, that is a true terror. I think it's a Bloodwing or something, and that is a pretty significant threat, especially with that gang of Seekers and Red Maws around it. Imagine having 7 or 8 of those things and one of them is super powered. It's easy to walk in and into that ambush and basically die pretty much instantly. I'm pretty sure these flan will drop again now that we've thrown the switch again. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's a one-time deal. But yeah, if you want to exploit the system and get some good leveling, that's a one-time deal, I guess. So just make sure that you are prepared to do that the first time you come into these mines. Now we're not going to need that because I've done a significant amount of side quests to keep our girls healthy and high level. I'm just checking every now and then to make sure that there are no rare bats or super bats that we're running into here. Ooh, we got an ice shield. How about that? It's actually worse than what we have, but I'm glad we have one because, you know, it cuts ice magic in half. So it's definitely a good thing to have. Alright. I believe there's something in this area. Like a post. Oh, I think I know what I'm thinking of. It's not in this area though. There's a item pot up here that you can zone in and zone out to get, but we're not in the right spot yet. Sometimes my mind triggers things ahead of time in anticipation for what's to come. Crooked Fang. Crooked Fang is a great bizarre item for if you have like projectile weapons. Now we're gonna take the left path here. $25 gil, nice. We're mainly taking this path just to have explored this part of the map. There's not a whole lot around here. Ooh, a Grim Marteau Gale. That's good to have. Let's see if we have a gambit for... I think that's Vaughn that we have a gambit for Asuna. We kind of need a soft gambit here. Let's do, instead of blind, we'll do a gold needle. And actually, we're going to want a gold needle above the cure gambit. I think we're probably going to want the gold needle above the Echo Screen gambit as well, so I'll go ahead and make that the case. Alright, well, now we get to go right. Hopefully we don't hit that trap. We'll follow this passageway down. A Cura moat. Now that's good to have. Especially when your MP is low. And that could really... having a stock of those could get you out of a tough situation. So in here, we have a chance for a chest that's going to really up our game. And I'm not seeing it. So It looks like we'll have to return here a couple of times to get that chest to appear. That was the secret passage. And we're going to be walking this bottom length of this level quite a bit until we can get something out of that secret room that I'm really looking forward to having. Oh, here's something. Balance moat. And that is a gravity moat. I believe what we're looking for in that secret room was a mystic armor. I think it's a headpiece. Wow, we got a remedy. Nice. A mimic. A thunderbug, actually. That's cool. You can steal from these things. There's an item that you need for the bazaar, and I can't remember if you need to steal from it, or poach it, or kill it just to get that, or what. Pile of scraps. I don't know if that's it. I don't know if... We did steal a pile of scraps, though. Let's see what we get from killing this guy. Maybe that'll be more what I'm thinking of, what we need for a bazaar item. By the way, this is the highly exploitable foe breaker weapon that I was talking about. The Francisca. If you turn in that recipe to the bazaar, you will have just an incredibly insane amount of damage coming out of your foe breaker. In my case, it would be Balthier. Ah, we got a suit of shielded armor. So if we had not hunted a bunch of Imdugood, we would be needing that quite a bit, but we don't need it because we got our fill of Imdugood in the Sand Sea. This here is a 100% chest. That will just happen. It'll always be there. Bone Crusher. I thought Bone Crusher was... Huh. Must be wrong about what Bone Crusher is. Thought it was a weapon for... Oh, no, you know what it is? It's an ability. Bone Crusher is a technic. That's right, I'm silly. Okay, so consume HP to reduce the HP of one foe to 0. So that won't be particularly useful to us, because I actually don't like to sacrifice any of my HP. Now this is what I was thinking about here when my mind was firing off early. This part of this dungeon looks reminiscent to the part that was right up there, that bottom, the very southwest bottom corner of that cell right there looks sort of like the bottom corner of this cell here. So this is where there is a shield, a flame shield. And we definitely want to zone in and out to get 6 of those. We're going to clear out a few bats first. Because why not? whatever doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, right? So we're gonna go back and loot the bottom section of this stage here. And try to get a bunch of shielded armor. Not that we need them, but we can sell them. And of course, if it's not a shielded armor, then it will be a cure emote, which is great too. Wonderful to have. I'm going in here just for the LP.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were going up. Okay. Well, there is a... Oh, nope. Nothing really in that pot up there. We can go down. And around. Dark moat. Aha. Another dark moat. This is all good grinding area. Of course, walking the entire length of this cell is not a good way to zone in and out for that flame shield that's right here. But what is, I've done it. You know, I've done it in the past because I was doing an all mage team that needed the hat that was in here. And it's not true now. We have really just one person. Oh, so we have a brigandine. So that's not the chest that we want to be an item. What we want to be an item, or a piece of equipment rather, we want the cure emote that we just got to be the equipment instead of the cure emote. So the brigandine here, we can see it's weaker than the Viking coat that we already have. It is stronger than Windbreaker, but the brigandine doesn't have any kind of a elemental resistance like the Viking coat has, so it's just completely inferior as an equipment right now. So we're not even zoning in for that. We're literally just zoning in for one Mystic Helm. And in the past, I might have insisted on grinding 6 of those Mystic Helms out right here, but this time I just don't feel it's necessary. Like, we'll probably make that jog just long enough, just enough time to get one of those. Huh. There it is. And we have a flame shield, so we now have some options for our shields. On top of a shell shield, we'll have 6 flame shields when we're done grinding those. We'll have 6 dragon shields, which give you immunity to earth. The flame and ice shields give you 50% resistance to fire and ice, respectively. And the shell shield, by this point, I guess the shell shield is not even useful. I mean, it will bestow shell upon you automatically just by wearing it, but we'll have shell pretty soon here. Anyhow. So So we're getting an item called a snowfly. And... oh, I think we got another ice shield off of that bat monster there, so... those are good to have. Those are good to fight. Our magic helm didn't come through again this time, so looks like we're making that long walk again. At some point when we get our magic helm that we want out of that pot, we'll just start insta-zoning for these flame shields that are over here. Stun needle trap, huh? I'm pretty sure that the steel pollens is an accessory that I could equip where I could just ignore those traps. I think they have a float enchantment on them or something, or some kind of a add-on ability that allows them to not trigger chests. But as far as I care right now, I could keep running into those, because there's nothing really that'll kill us. Nothing that I fear down here. The biggest problem for us right now is that the chests that we want to loot are not giving us the equipment that we want upon the looting. So, I mean, we got Cure Emote. Those are always helpful. Wow, we still have only one flame shield. Looks like we're running out of magic with some characters too. So I'm gonna have to pay attention to our gambits, see what that's all about. Maybe that decoy gambit needs to go for now. We'll get rid of that decoy gambit for the time being. $23 gil, huh? No respect. Oh boy, this is not what I expected to happen on camera. I've done this section of the game over the course of a night before, and that was because I didn't go to the northern reaches of the Delmask Easter Sand to get the bone mail and helm and all that, so I wasn't as prepared as I was this time. I was definitely hanging on all of those mystic armors that I could get in here, and like the brigandine that we don't want, and there's a red cap in here I think that we don't want. Another shielded armor to sell. Wonderful. There's dark motes over that way. I'm not too worried about them. Going out of our way to get those will only make each trip longer. And that's not what I'm all about. Of course, I could be going down this hallway and getting these dark motes as much as I want. There's one there, and then there's one here in this depression here, so I mean, if you want to do that, it'll you know, give you a nice little stock of dark motes, and it'll make your inventory stronger. I'm just trying to get some flame shields. There's number 2. And I'm also trying to get this mystic armor over here that we're gonna get. I'm actually hoping for Cura motes now, and it's like the game is taunting me, giving me all these shielded armors, because there have been times where I've been just praying and hoping on the shielded armors to be there, and they weren't. They were all Cura motes. So, I mean, expect mind games anytime you try to use the zoning trick for, you know, equipment or items for personal gain. I mean, it seems like they want to give you stuff that you don't need, and the stuff you do need, they want to hide away behind the RNG statistical generations. Ah, another flame shield. These flame shields are coming fast now. If I can only get that mystic armor that we're looking for to spawn. Getting plenty of shielded armor, that's for sure. No Cura motes for the past few runs. Come on, please, 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 please. Oh, no. The game hates me. Here, have a brigandine. Something you definitely don't need. Something you genuinely and definitely don't need. Oh boy. Another long run. You know, when you plan this out and you're looking at the data out of a book and it's pre-game, you know, I'm thinking, oh, a couple of runs, you know. Worst case scenario, I'll have to run back through the bottom of this stage back and forth maybe 2 or 3 times just to get that one mystic helm. And I thought, oh, I could get 6 of them, but I don't really need 6 of them. I just want one for, you know, Bosch, because he's pretty much limited to mystic armors at this point. So I'll get that one and make it easy on myself, and, you know, I won't have to travel this long road. This is a familiar road for anybody who has been trying to keep their equipment optimized during this portion of the game in the Henny Mines. This is a route you can find yourself traveling because, like, there's other things besides armor that is up for grabs here. Dispel mote. That's one thing I do appreciate. Whenever that pot is not a flame shield, it's at least a dispel mote, and those can also save your skin If you are running on MP and there's a rare monster that shows up, Cure Emote. Good, you can never have too many Cure Emotes and too many Dispel Motes. Definitely helpful. Now, will this pot even be here? No, it will not. I don't think that is a low spawn chance either on that chest. I think it's maybe a 70 or 75%. So we shouldn't be having this much of an issue getting it to show up. The game is literally toying with me. Let's see. That's a Mage's Habit, and it's a 75% chance of showing up. So yeah, we should have been able to get one by now. We have how many flame shields in our inventory already, and we definitely should have been able to get a Mage's Habit. Another reason that I really want the Mage's Habit for Bosch is that he is still wearing the Chanter's Jalaba from the Tomb of King Wraithwall. Remember when I went into the shop and I sold that Traveler's Vestment thinking I didn't need it? Well, there was one character who needed it, and that was Bosch. So, we're trying to upgrade his armor. I thought it was a headpiece, but I think it's a mystic armor now. Alright, Ash is busy doing gold needle things, so she's not going to be the one who's going to be easily able to get the chests for us. Because character animations take the character's attention away from whatever's around it. I don't think we need that level of realism. I'd be very much okay if we could just pick up potions while, not potions, but item pots while casting spells. Wow, so that one was quite lethal. We had one that almost downed Larsa before, but I figured, he's got like half of the HP that our girls have, so that was the first really explosive trap that really almost hurt us. Come on, man. I feel like I should have done all of this off camera. I feel penalized. Oh man. So yeah, this wasn't supposed to be a very... We were supposed to spend about 2 minutes tops in this dungeon. The boss battle was supposed to be a good 5 minutes maybe. Let's see, how many fire shields do we have now? 4. So we need to see that Mage's Habit pretty quickly here. Come on, Mage's Habit. I'm just running with abandon now. $304 gil. I would gladly trade all the gil that I've found. just for one mage's habit right now. Oh boy, but that ain't the name of the game. $96 gil. No pot? I wonder if that means we have a good shot at a mage's armor. Or a mage's habit. Oh, it's a haste emote. Are you kidding me? Wow, for the one time that it wasn't some gil, it's gonna be a haste emote. Wow. I'm just beside myself. It's times like this that I wish I knew how to manipulate the RNG. Like, there's guys online who will be like, oh, you know, just, take off all your weapons and hit yourself a couple of times, and when you see such and such string of numbers, you'll know that you're at the right spot in the RNG, and you can, you know, go walk through and just don't pick up anything, just go straight for the chest that you want, and you're likely to get it. It's like 100%. I'm not a master at that type of a thing, but I guess it's episodes like this that make me think that I should become a master of that type of thing. Because, I mean, not only am I dealing with the frustration. See, it wouldn't be so bad if there was another piece of armor for mages in the next place that we're going. But I don't believe that we get another piece of equipment in the next place that we're going for mages, at least. I know that there's other equipment that we can get, but the next higher piece of equipment is quite a ways away. So that's why I'm even bothering with all this. Wow. No mage's habit. Another part of me is thinking that I'm basically doing this walkthrough all girl. You know, Fran, Ash, Pinello, and when will I even pull Bosch out enough times to really get a benefit out of this mage's armor that I'm trying to get here? Or would it be okay if 2/3 of my team didn't have the armor, you know, the most optimal armor that was out there? So, see, we have 6 flame shields. And like, we have no more need to zone. Like, I could have literally just walked along this line 6 times and just really quick gotten 6 flame shields just like that. Like, it would have been fine. Oh boy, I mean, that would have taken a lot less time than having to walk that whole route. there's a staging shaft area that we can get to. Nah. I think I'm just gonna run this route until the hour is up, and if I end the video without reaching a save point, then we'll just pick up right where we left off. But I will be grinding the southern route for that enchanted armor off camera until I actually get it. Mage's Habit, wow, wouldn't you know, right when I was getting ready to give up. It's like, here you go, I've put you through enough trouble. Haha, joke's on you. You suck. Here's your armor. Please leave a good review on the game of Final Fantasy 12 so that everybody watching your channel goes out and buys it. Oh man. Got a bunch of dark motes. .42 gil. Yeah, so that is what we went all that way for. Just one Mage's Habit. And the amount of trouble that I went through to get that one Mage's Habit, I mean, for sure now I'm not going back for more. Let's see, we don't even have Bosch licensed to wear that Mage's Habit. Right there is what we need. So now we'll get some extra good stuff on them. We have a lot of these armors up here. The black cowl. We don't have a black garb though for him yet. Now he can wear something better than Enchanter's Jalaba. Wow. That red mage, black mage has a hard time finding good armors, I'll tell you. Alright, so proceeding forward with the story. At least hopefully we'll get to the next save point before the end of the hour. That would be perfect. Now, what do we got here? We got, I think we want to go to the right here. What is this called? Tyrannorocks. And I will say that enemy animation for the Tyrannorocks does Tyrannorok. It's a good looking Tyrannosaur. I was sufficiently frightened of it my first playthrough before I realized that, you know, walking up to it, it didn't wreck me, and I'm sufficiently leveled to be able to kill it easily. But it's just a very intimidating thing. Ooh. Now this could have been terrible if we'd have been blocked by this entire gang of bats and the Tyrannorocks. That could have been an outnumbered KO sort of a situation. That would have been really bad. So, a lot of times just proceeding with caution is your best bet. So there's a pot that's supposed to be up here. It's a 16. What is the 16 pot? That is supposed to be a Vanishka mote or a dark mote. So again, nothing that we really need. But there's a pot that shows up somewhere around right here. And it didn't spawn for us. Now this is the door that we have to go out of. It's blocked off right now. So we are going to need to find a way. And these are some of our thunderbugs here. I think what we're looking for out of these guys is an electro marble. Pile of iron scraps. I'm wondering if there's a poach. We're supposed to poach off this thing. We'll go ahead and steal. Storm Magicite. Gambit. Who's got poach? Ash doesn't have poach? That's weird. Maybe Larsa has poach. No, he does not. Wow. I'm feeling like I really don't know my people's abilities here. Let's see, inventory ability, who's got poach? Just Fran and Bothier, so it will be Fran. She's got a pretty full gambit list already. I guess we could just give her another gambit to work with. Let's see, what is Fran? Where do we got Fran going here? Rose Corsage. Actually, that's good. It's good to give her that accessory. Oh, black belt. That's the one we need for immunity to disable and immobilize. She's also our thief, so she kind of needs the thief's gloves. Wow. Steel pollens. We don't need that as much. Now we got drain to work with. We got, I guess, dark. We could be using, but instead of those, I'm feeling, let's give her another gambit slot. Oh, you know what? We could have gotten Whip Kick and Vox and Poisona. That might have been a better use of our license points at this point. Regardless, I'm going to go ahead and set up that Poach Gambit. HP less than 10%. Let's try to see if we can poach something out of this Thunderbug that we're going to need. And turn off the steel. Well, charge Gizzard, that's what we need. Charge Gizzard. Charge Gizzard is an item that you really want for your Bazaar. That's how you get the Francisca and things like that. It's a really good... wow, we don't have any options here. We can't go anywhere. We're gonna have to go around this way. We're gonna have to open a lot of those doors through a switch. that is around this run of the cavern, the mine. Now with the amount of bats that we're running into, we might be able to get Fran to level up enough, or to gain enough LP back to get that mischarge. And then we'll have the Vox and Poison not long after that either. So we're immediately got more flan. Now we have a lot of oil going around because she's got the oil gambit on. And we might as well just start casting fear now. We can turn the oil gambit back on real quick. Just to get a bunch of oil going around. And we'll turn it back off. Get all those fears going on these flans. Ooh. Somebody has used ice magic up in here. Oh, there's a downed scientist. He's dead. We can't do anything to help him. That's heartbreaking. Okay, so we got some Redmon, some Tyrannosaurs going over here. Crooked Fangs are also a great bizarre item, but one that we won't need for this playthrough because I'm pretty sure those are exclusively for ranged weapons, and I'm thinking it's the crossbow specifically. Although you may need Crooked Fangs for maybe something like the bow and arrow, maybe some ammunition for that. Wow, yeah, we're getting a lot of LP, and we got another ice shield. Wonderful. And here's that chest that I said should be here. Okay, so we're making good progress here. Let's go pick another fight with these thunderbugs here. Get some charged gizzards. I'm pretty sure it was not a poach that killed it to give us a charged gizzard. So, yeah, we poached it for iron scraps. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this poach gambit. Because I think the iron gizzards may just drop randomly upon killing those. So, this area here, yep, we obtained a charged gizzard just from killing it, so it's not a poach item. And this area here is a great area to come back to and just spawn more thunderbugs and get more charged gizzards, because I think there's like, you need about 5 or 7 of them or something. And we're coming up upon a save crystal here.
Look at the magicite. These mines much resemble the ones at Lusu. Of course, Draculaur must be searching for new sources of ore. Should the Resistance forces move, the rich veins of magicite in Bujeba will be forever beyond their grasp.
Is it her? What is this mist? Man.
Now that's disturbing.
The stench of fumes. The stench of power.
She's like a zombie or something.
What's wrong with her?
Zombies don't generally
Stay
talk.
away! Power-needy hume!
She's possessed. Oh, she's running like a crazy lady. Oh my gosh. She's like a witch or something now. It's crazy. But that was Mirren. That's who we're searching for. So let's save up after that very disturbing video. Let's see, Graham Scythe, East Sluice. Pretty sure where are we? Oh, anyhow. Okay, so we're done with this area. As far as I can tell. And I'm pretty sure let's see, Francisca. You know what? I'll check the bizarre items. I'll check those off camera here so that when we come back on camera, we're ready to go against this boss fight here. Because there's a boss fight ahead, and I can grind off camera for those charge gizzards. So, if you've enjoyed what you've been watching, go ahead, like and subscribe. Give my daughter's channel some love. She'll appreciate all that stuff. I will too. And I'll go ahead and do some grinding off camera for some bizarre components off those thunder bugs that we found earlier. And yeah, until next time, this is StiltzkinKupo84 representing Cat and Fan Gamer TV, signing out.